Hey y'all, this is going to be another reading on Missing Person, Riley Strain, Part 2. We did a reading yesterday. I was very shocked at what came out. We got something about a pagan. We got something regarding a coven, someone doing witchcraft, possibly on the water that he was drinking, or someone poisoned the water. That came out. We also got something about the police. One of my cards came out. There was body cam, possibly body cam video. You know what's interesting is I did that reading before I saw if the news that came out yesterday or the day before. No, I guess it came out yesterday about the body cam video on the police officer down by the river. I did the reading prior to seeing that. So this is a confirmation that there's definitely at least one police officer that saw him and has him on body cam video. Now, what I wanted to mention is for those of you streamers out there that do true crime that are analyzing this body cam video, they are not showing the whole video. They're not showing the whole body cam video, and they're definitely not showing all of the body cam video evidence available. Okay, so I feel right now that there's evidence that they're not showing the public. There's evidence that they're not showing the parents because they, of course, like to be in control of the case of their jurisdiction. And that is why they haven't handed it over to the FBI or the TBI, because once it leaves their jurisdiction, then they lose control of the case, etc. So as of right now, if I were one of the parents, I would say, I think we have enough evidence that something bad happened to our child, to our son, that there is evidence of foul play, okay? Because otherwise, his body probably would have been found by now. All right, so, but also going back to, I've done 2 readings now, but more than that, because I've done readings on my own, and I try to sometimes summarize what I'm seeing in my readings in one video. So that being said, guys, we're going to do another reading today. And oh yes, in the last reading I did, something came up about a kidnapper. Someone here may be verbally abusive. There could be someone here that is very strapped, has a lot of weapons at their disposal. This could be a group operation. Okay, was Riley kidnapped into a prostitution ring? Was he being held in a prostitution ring before he was murdered? Did they then dispose of his body somewhere else, somewhere rural, possibly? Why are they not checking abandoned buildings and so forth? This case and the cards that have come out remind me a lot of the, well, I have to say, I'm getting a little bit of what's her name? What is her name? I can't think of her name. Let me pull up my playlist here. There are 2 cases that this case reminds me of that I have done readings on, especially when it comes to the cards and the patterns in the cards that I'm seeing. I don't know who listens to my readings, so I don't know who this is going to be pertinent to. Watch the update Eliza. The Eliza Fletcher case, which happened in Memphis. Some of the same cards for that. That was a kidnapping. The Suzanne Morphew case. Something about the way that some of the cards came out for that. So, but we know that Suzanne Morphew was likely chased around the property before she was shot with some tranquilizer darts, which they found in the washing machine later on, much later in the investigation, actually. So if you want to know what I think happened, based on the cards that have come out, I believe that this was a violent robbery and murder, and or a kidnapping gone wrong. It could be all three. It could be it was a robbery, it was a kidnapping, a robbery, a kidnapping, and then a murder, a homicide. There may be more than one person involved. Someone may have tracked him, had information about where he was. He may have been set up in some respects because one of the employees may have poisoned his water, aka put Rohypnol or GBH in his water, if it was an open plastic cup of water, and he was already inebriated from prior drinking that he had done during the day, likely he may have been under the influence of something like that. Now, if you look up what happens when you are under the influence of Rohypnol or GBH, this can cause disorientation, dizziness, memory loss, memory fog. This may be why he was stumbling around and running, because it can also cause visual hallucinations. Who was he running from? What was he afraid of? Did someone threaten him? There's a lot of stuff that we're not being told, guys. We are not being told half of what's going on here. And I'm pretty sure the police have a pretty good understanding of what they're dealing with, because they know that area, and they've that area down by the river with the homeless encampments there and bodies washing up there. They know that that's not a safe area, and they know what kind of stuff goes down there. So likely there's more body cam videos. There's more body cam video coming out. There should be. And I'm glad that the family, unfortunately, yes, the first 48 hours is the most important. They did absolutely nothing except for make a missing persons report, and then kind of, twiddle their thumbs, so to speak. At least they found video surveillance footage, but of course this is being pieced together here. And the fact that they found the debit card but no body means that might have been planted there. It could have fallen out. If it fell out, likely that happened during some sort of likely they took everything that they wanted, and that's where they disposed of it. So they should hopefully find where's the wallet then? Where's the watch that he was wearing? Where's his phone? His other items? Did they plant the card there in order to kind of pull people away from what is going on in another location? I'm advising that they check abandoned buildings in a rural area. Okay? Let me get my cards. Because some of the cards from the Eliza Fletcher case, in terms of the readings that I've done for Riley, suggest that he may be somewhere by an abandoned building. Okay, and they disposed of the bank card down there. that doesn't mean that he's necessarily floated down the river. They probably would have already found him by now. They have done extensive searches there. So let's see what comes out today using the Murder, She Wrote deck. All right, let's go ahead and split the deck and see if any of the same cards come out or they don't. I'm going to be using the whole deck today. This may be 2 videos just because it's already 10 minutes here. All right, let's go. I'll probably timestamp this one. Spirit, what happened to Riley Strain? What can you tell us about the Riley Strain case? What do we need to know? At this time, what can you tell us? Any clues as to the disappearance, and was there any foul play, or what can you tell us? You gave us some information yesterday. Thank you so much. Was this a kidnapping? Okay. Was there someone verbally abusing him? Is there a male prostitution ring, or is there a prostitution ring involved? Was his body disposed of somewhere rural? Are we looking in the wrong locations? Okay, what's going on? All right, is there police involvement here? Are the police hindering this case at all? Are they slowing it down? We have a female neighbor here. Okay, so a female neighbor may know something. Yeah, we have a Wiccan. Okay, so we saw that in yesterday's reading, something came up with a pagan, a coven, and a witch. So someone has a female neighbor here that's Wiccan that may know something. Tell me about this female neighbor, this Wiccan. Who is this? Was Riley involved in something here? All right, was he kind of dabbling? Was he dabbling in some stuff here? Or was someone that he was friends with? We have the music industry. Well, P&B Rock came up yesterday. P&B Rock was a rapper. And Rakim, what's his last name? Was robbed and fatally shot outside of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Los Angeles. But was someone in the music industry here? We have a stepmother. What can you tell us about Riley Strain? The Riley Strain case? Female neighbor, Wicked, music industry, stepmother. All right, so maybe these people have some connection to this case. Who is this stepmother? We saw a tarot reader come up yesterday. We have a smash and grab. All right, so maybe there's some people here that are, this is the business that they're in. Okay. Okay, so there's a female neighbor here who's Wiccan. They could be in the music industry. This is someone's stepmother. This person may be involved in some sort of smash and grab here. This could have some ties to the Riley Strain case. So the smash and grabs are generally pretty violent. Okay, this is where they take a whole SUV, usually stolen, and they smash it into the front of a store, and then they go in and grab everything from the cash register to expensive merchandise, and then they flee the scene. So this could be someone that is involved in a smash and grab. They also do have a connection to the Riley Strain case for some reason. Otherwise, Spirit wouldn't be showing me these cards. So this is a violent individual here. Yeah, this is someone that lives in an apartment. We already know that they're not a good tenant, because I came up yesterday. This is someone that's in a gang, so there could be some gang stuff here coming up. Yep, that tenant, that came up yesterday. So if the police want to know who's connected to this case, there could be some gang activity here. This could be someone that has quite a record. Okay, this could be someone that's involved in smash and grabs. They could be in the music industry. All right. What else, Spirit? What can you tell us about the Riley Strain case? So now there's gang affiliation, there's gang activity here. So he may have been robbed and fatally shot, similar to how P&B Rock was, because maybe someone shared his location. All right. I don't know what group he's hanging out with, guys. I don't know what people he's friends with. Someone, yeah. There's a cocktail here. Was he drugged? Was he given, what, did someone slip a roofie in his drink and set him up? Was there an employee working at the last bar he was at that, you know, has some connection to this female neighbor, someone in the music industry, a Wiccan, a stepmother, that has some gang affiliations here? They may have a previous history, or they may be involved currently in some sort of smash and grab, but there's definitely a cocktail involved here. I feel like this is one of those things where they drug people, and then they track them. They kind of pick them out. Maybe has this happened before? Has this happened before? Oh no. This is weird, guys. What kind of a cocktail was he on? We have a data breach. Yeah, did they share some of his, did they share his location? Was someone tracking him from the get-go? This is like a setup here. Yeah, someone in high school. Okay. Someone here could be in high school, so a minor could be involved in this. Okay. By now, they need to, yeah, they're looking at who was Riley texting, and they've got to look at, it's going to be harder to get rideshare app information data, but someone here is in high school, so we have a minor involved now. What is going on here, Spirit? What are you trying to show us? This may sound far-fetched, but I feel what we're talking about right now are the people that were involved, or the persons that were involved in the Riley Strain case. Yes. We're talking about comms here. Discrete communications, or this is very important. We need to figure out some information here, either from the Apple Watch she was wearing to the phone or whatever, to we have shoplifting and we have smash and grab here. So zip code. Okay. We have this card, abortion. We have property manager. We have a Buddhist, and we have a prototype. Okay. Yeah, so these could be some energies surrounding the case here, but give me a second. What can you tell us about Riley Strain case, Spirit? What can you tell us? Missing person, Riley Strain. We have a tarot reader. We have in denial. We have rural. Yeah, something happened. We have the airline industry. We have a fangirl. A short man. A zip code. We have an ego death. assess army base, a hot dog vendor, and discreet comms. I'm not going to take all of these though. Someone here could work in the airline industry. Okay. Someone could be a very, very short person, a small person. We have someone in high school here, so possibly a minor. Someone might have been fangirling. All right, there could be a hot dog vendor that has some surveillance or video as well. There were some discreet comms going on here, guys. All right. Check rural areas. Like I said, abandoned buildings and stuff like this. Probably, you know, I would just maybe go on the south side of Nashville or whatever, or something like that, or I don't know the neighborhoods, but there's some gang activity here, so I don't know where that would be taking place, but there's an apartment here involved.